Hey guys, so I just restarted a new stream. This is the same one that I had up before. I just had to create a new stream. The other one ended. I don't think that the signal was working properly, so I just redid the stream. Let me know if the connection is better now. So say hello in chat. Let me know if you can see me, if this is working better now. I see that nothing's coming up now. It says bad signal. So I did restart it. So hopefully, not only restart, and this is a new stream. So let me know if this is working for you, if you can see me. Okay, so we're just cooking chicken and pasta. Hey guys, so the other stream was not working. I just restarted the stream. I'm hoping that this is working better. It's not saying anything like stream not working, so I'm hoping this is working fine now, hopefully. So I did a new stream. I can see it's playing right now, so hopefully this is working. Okay, so right now it's working. Let's hope it stays that way. Who knows with the internet? I know it's really cloudy and rainy out again here, so it could be that. I have no idea. I think that the internet has just been very strange lately for so many people. I've heard everyone pretty much saying that their internet is just not working great, honestly. So I'm hoping now that the internet is better for you guys. So we just got done seasoning the chicken, and I am just cooking that. It's in little pieces, so that way it kind of looks like chicken nuggets. So we're just cooking this. Hopefully our internet is now working. Who knows? Let me just put a little bit more pepper on this. I don't know why. I just feel like if you're cooking, you should add seasoning because that's what makes it cool. So I think I've mentioned this to you guys before. My semester is ending in grad school, which I am so happy about. Been such a weird experience having to be in grad school right now with the pandemic, and I certainly have not been enjoying that process very much. So that's been complete craziness. I'm so glad that that is ending. So I'll have a lot more time to be able to do YouTube and that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna wash off this plate. But yeah, it's been a strange semester for sure. I'm just going to clean off this plate because it had the raw chicken on it. But yeah, I am so happy that this semester is almost over. It's going to be so good to be done with this semester. You have no idea. I don't know if any of you are in school or anything like that right now, but you know how, number one, how difficult school is to begin with, but then add in a pandemic and stress and everything else that's happening with these extra stresses right now that are happening, like a pandemic and a lockdown and all this stuff, family members, so you know, to have to go through that while you're in school is like certainly an extra obstacle right now. So obviously, I am very grateful that the semester is almost over. So, yep, we're just cooking some chicken. I'm glad to see that the internet does seem to be working better now. There's like a pretty decent storm outside, not like anything bad like a hurricane, but it's very cloudy and it doesn't look good outside. So, I'm assuming that's part of it. It's kind of like here in Florida, like anytime there's like a cloud or any type of weather, anything, the internet goes out, the electric goes out, like for like basically just some wind. So, I am happy to know that it looks like it's working now. So we're just cooking dinner, guys. If you're coming in, we're cooking. Kind of like making our own chicken nuggets, basically. And by that I mean that the chicken has been put into like smaller pieces, so that way it kind of looks like chicken nuggets, basically. But healthier version because it's organic. And when you go to get fast food, they do not give you organic food. They're definitely not giving you organic food, that's for sure. But it does taste good. We all know that. So I'm just cooking dinner, and I've been doing a lot more of this type of stuff. You know, I was talking about this with someone the other day that, you know, they say like with everything that's going on right now, you should take up hobbies and you should do things like one of the things they actually suggested people to do was to learn how to cook, art, read a book, but I think cooking's fun. So, you know, learn to cook, art, music, um, nature, if it's in a place that works for you, like if you have a beach near you or, you know, somewhere you can take a walk or something like that, depending on the climate or where you live, you know, all of those things can be very good for you right now with everything that is happening. I mean, those were things that they recommended people to do before we had a pandemic. You know, before we had a pandemic, they were always like, these are things that are good for you. It helps reduce stress, helps you take care of yourself, like self care. So, yeah, so a lot of good benefits that come from, you know, YouTube and things like that. It gives you like a creative platform to do different things. And that's what's interesting about YouTube is that a lot of people are turning to it right now, but it actually is a creative platform for you to do things that are generally probably good for you anyhow, like cooking or taking up a hobby. It can actually motivate you to engage with those things that is probably actually good for you. I'm someone who didn't know how to cook, and here I am learning how to cook. And if you watch the first live stream that I did with cooking, it's very clear that I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I was terrified to even basically turn on the stove. So, you know, different things like that can really like help you in general. Like, so YouTube is like a push to do that because you want to, you know, create content on the regular, but in reality, you're also doing something that's good for yourself. I live very close to the beach, and I really don't go very often, which is really, really sad. Hello, Miriam. Yeah, we restarted, we like redid the entire stream. So now I think hopefully the internet works now. I'm hoping that it doesn't like, you know, not work again. I think it should be okay. I haven't gotten a thing up yet that says, you know, the internet is weird. So I'm hoping it works out right now. But yeah, are you guys taking up any hobbies? Like, are you guys doing anything right now that, like, Miriam, are you doing anything now for yourself that is different than you were doing before? Like, in other words, have you taken up any hobbies, reading, art, cooking, Music. Are you guys doing anything now that you've been inspired to do as a hobby? Maybe you always wanted to do, but now you kind of have the time to because of the pandemic, basically. So the chicken is done. The pot is still really hot, but I do need to get it off of the plate. Channel, drawing, but you don't have to be good at drawing. I mean, drawing can be really fun, and I had a really good art teacher a long time ago, and really, really, really long time ago, had a really good art teacher, and like she basically said, anything that you create is art. So I believe that if it came from you and you like it and you like what you made, then I truly believe that whatever you make and if you're proud of it, then that's art. So if you enjoy it, you should definitely keep doing that. And it's fun to do. Making videos, art. Um, Music's a hard one, I feel, because I mean, I think you have to be very like self-disciplined. You have to be very good at self-teaching yourself. I mean, I don't know personally if I could teach myself how to do art, music myself because I don't know if that's something that, depending on the instrument, if you need like a teacher to help you with that or something. I'm sure there's like all types of programs today. I'm sure there's like live streams of like online, things to help you learn how to play an instrument. But that's certainly something if you're interested in. Be a good hobby to do, take up during this time period. Um, I don't know if where you are, you have any restrictions because of the pandemic here in Florida. So the area I'm in is South Florida, so that means it's at the end of the state. I'm in a place called Miami or Miami-Dade County, and so our area that we live in, it's crazy. We have a curfew in place, so that means that at a certain time of the night you have to be inside. I guess unless it's like an emergency or something like that. But yeah, they have a curfew in the area I'm in. But it's crazy because if you go literally up the street for 5 minutes, you're in a different county. And that county does not have a curfew. So it's really crazy. You could basically leave the area that I'm in, go 5 minutes up the street, be in a different county, go to dinner, but then when you come back into this county, you could essentially be stopped and asked why you're on the street. So that's a little bit frustrating. It also gets frustrating because, like with YouTube, for example, I have watched live streams of vloggers that are walking around Disney World. I don't know if you've heard of Disney World. So Disney World, like Mickey and all that. So the theme parks in Orlando, Universal Studios and Disney World, SeaWorld are all open. California, Disneyland is not open because of the restrictions there. So Disney World is open in Florida. So you have all of these live streamers that are walking around Disney, and the resorts are open, and they have like a place called Downtown Disney. Universal has a walking area also where you can walk, restaurants, bands, live music at night. So these places are all open to like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And then, how it is, by the time people leave a place, it's not easier. Maybe one day. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, definitely practice. You'll improve. You got to start somewhere, right? I think it was you, Miriam, that said when I did my first cooking stream, I think you told me like you got to start somewhere, right? I think you gave me really good advice. I think you were the one that told me that. You got to start somewhere, and everyone's got a beginning. Everyone's got to start somewhere. You learn, you get better, and yeah, you were the one that told me that for sure. And it was very good advice because you're very nervous when you start because it's just natural because something is new. You've never done it before. But once you start, you will improve. Yep, that's very true. You just say try and you see all of a sudden you improve, right? definitely just need to try. Otherwise, you're missing out. Basically, you're missing out on doing what it is you like to do. And but the curfew here is just so strange. So now we're gonna make pasta, by the way. So, but the curfew is weird because you essentially are watching these live streams from all over, and you're watching these live streams of people in Disney, and you're saying, I want to go out. The first couscous, yeah, I know. The couscous, I don't know what it was. I really think it was that I didn't have onion. I really think that was the reason. I'm blaming it on the onion. I didn't put onion in it, and it tasted like it was missing something. But I don't know what it is. I think that when you make couscous, maybe you're supposed to chill it or put it in the refrigerator. I don't know what it was. I think it was that it was hot. It didn't have onion, and it didn't really taste like it tasted like couscous. But yeah, it was couscous soup. It was. I don't know exactly what was wrong with it. I don't think I cooked it right or knew how to cook it, but I tried, right? The chicken has come out better. So this is the chicken. Let me show you the chicken. I'm going to try to bend the computer downward so you can see this. So this is the chicken. Can you see that? Thank you for watching, Miriam. So the chicken is cooling off right now, so I'm not going to taste it yet. So now we're going to make the bow tie pasta. This is what the bow tie pasta looks like. It literally looks like a bow tie. But yeah, so now we're just going to add some water into the pot. That was another, like this box has said that it cooks in like 12 minutes. That is not true at all. They're saying it cooks in 12 minutes. It does not cook in 12 minutes. I've been cooking it for like 40 minutes and it's still not done. So it's like, I don't know what they mean by cooks in 12 minutes. This is absolutely not true. So I'm just adding water in. The first time I made this, it came out good. It wasn't sticking. And then the second time I made this pasta, it was sticking. So I don't know what I did wrong. I mean, I added salt. Maybe I didn't add enough salt because they're saying you should add salt to it so that way it doesn't stick. But I'm really super confused why this is. Like, it came out good one day and then it didn't come out good the next day. So I'm like super confused. I was not paying attention. I almost put this back in. I'm like, okay, that's not pasta. This is pasta. Okay, so now I'm going to, they were saying put a drop of olive oil in and that helps it not stick. Looks yummy. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the chat. We are cooking chicken and pasta. I'm just putting a drop of olive oil into the water to hopefully help the pasta not stick. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt too. And hopefully that will just help it because the first time I did it, it didn't stick. And then the second time I cooked it, it was sticking. So I'm very confused as to what I did wrong. So I'm just preparing it right now. I'm preparing I'm preparing. Now I need to seriously just, I feel like I need to wipe this. I don't know what to do here. I need more cooking utensils because what's happening is, like it's touched like raw food and I haven't washed any of this. So I'm just kind of cleaning the spatula real quick. But, just preparing the water so that way we can now cook the pasta. But yeah, I've just been doing a lot more, at-home things lately. There's just nowhere to go. I don't think you were in the stream the other day, but I went to the mall, and honestly, the mall was very strange. It was very, very, very strange. It was the first time I was at a mall since the pandemic, and it was not a great experience. People were not wearing masks. They want you to be wearing a mask in the mall. And so I see so many. What happened was basically the people, they ruined it. Because if everyone would have followed the rules and just worn a mask, it would have made it so much safer for everyone. But because people would not wear a mask in the mall, they were just like blatantly not listening to the rules. They made it very, very, very unsafe. So like I went into like a fashion store and there was like a woman, she didn't even have it like where she was wearing it on her chin. She wasn't wearing it at all, which was just very frustrating. And it made me have to leave because I want to shop in that section that she was in, and this woman doesn't have anything on. So it's like, and it wasn't like no one saw, like there was like a supervisor and she was like working there. And she was like just a few feet away from this woman. And it's like, she's kind of like, looking down. She doesn't want to see. And I understand where they're coming from too. They're in a very awkward position where, they have a manager and the manager's yelling at them to make sales, make money. And I understand where they're coming from. If they go up to the woman and they tell her don't wear it, put on a mask, that woman very well probably will walk out of the store and not buy anything. So, and then the worker is going to get in trouble. They're going to get yelled at by the boss. So it's just a weird situation. I think it's kind of like someone was like, basically take care of yourself, do what you feel is good for you. If you feel safe walking around the store, even though people don't have a mask on, then you do what's good for you. So I'm just gonna put this on to like. I figured out this was medium, so I'm gonna put it on medium because I just want to get the water started. But I'm just going to start now to put some of the pasta into this pot here. One day I didn't make enough, but I really like pasta. I'm a huge fan of pasta, and I've definitely put on a lot. Not a lot, but I definitely put on some weight during quarantine. I think everyone has, just because I wasn't going out and I was basically eating pasta every day. Going out, not going out, eating pasta every day, and pasta is of course something that puts weight on you. So that's about half the box. It's kind of up to there. I'll put more pieces in. Weird times, right, guys? Weird times we are in, for sure. But I am definitely looking forward to this class being over. My school is very weird. It in this program, this school program I'm in, they require you to go every semester. So some schools will allow you without. Do you love songs like? I've heard of them, definitely. I've heard of them. They're very popular, but I have not actually listened to any. I should, right? Is there a particular one that's very, well, I know they have a lot of popular songs, but is there a particular one that I should check out first? Like, what is the first one that I should watch? I like a variety of music. I really do. I like pretty much listening to a lot of new things. Pop is always a fun genre to listen to. It's very peppy, it's upbeat. I really like a little bit of everything in terms of music. Music that, makes you feel good, music that you can, work out to, that's, lifts you up and it puts you into a good mood. Music that's also good to listen to, like when you're creative, like making art or something, like you want to listen to some music in the background. That's always a good thing too. I think that music really helps to inspire people and put them into a good mood when they're doing something. Put some butter into this too, I think. I don't know why, but I feel like it'll give it some taste. I'm like, we should put some butter in. I don't know why, but I'm just kind of like stirring this around. I think that was the problem. Maybe that was the problem last time. It could be that I wasn't stirring it. and maybe that's why it was sticking. It could be. I don't know, because it was literally sticking. Because like when I poured it into here, like it literally like all collapsed on each other, and it was like sticking. But like when I put the sauce on it, it helped like unstick it. But the pasta should not be sticking. So I think that I did something wrong. It could just be that I wasn't stirring it. I'm thinking that may be the problem, that I wasn't stirring it. So literally just stirring it around a little bit. I did add the salt this time. I don't want to like put so much salt that it doesn't taste good. So, but I did put salt in this time, so that way they say if you add some salt, a little drop of olive oil, it stops it from sticking. So I'm hoping that that kind of fixes the situation here a little bit. But you know, doing things for yourself. I want to, you know, start working out again, taking more walks. The new one, Life Goes On. Okay, so it's like an upbeat song. Like it's like something you would like people would dance to. Like it's upbeat. Yeah, I think you're saying it's like upbeat. So yeah, I'll check out that one. Life Goes On. Okay, I will definitely check that one out. I know that they are obviously very, very popular. Um, but yeah, I think music. I like to listen to music when I'm like normally now if I wasn't doing YouTube, because obviously you can't listen to, you know, copyrighted music and stuff like that, but if you're streaming. But yeah, I guess if I wasn't doing a live stream, it would be good to listen to music if I was cooking or doing art, because then you're listening to, you know, background noise and stuff. I can't do that because of the YouTube, but yeah, but I don't know. So I'm just stirring around the pasta, and hopefully it does not stick this time. Um, I'm trying to figure out also if we should cook some chicken. Is salty, so I guess it's not important to do it in pasta. I don't know. I mean, the seasoning that I have on this chicken is it's tangy. I did put salt on it. It's tangy, and then I added pepper, so it's spicy. Very cool. So the pasta has butter and salt in it, which so that's gonna kind of like mix in together. So hopefully, it gives it some taste. So now let's see. Should we do some vegetables maybe also, because that pasta is like, I think we should cook some vegetables also. Why not, right? So I have some leftover vegetables, but I also have um, some newer vegetables here. I need to use them anyhow because otherwise they'll go bad. So, but I am going to check out that song that you recommended, because why not, right? So these are mushrooms. Going to probably cut 3 of them up. I'm probably not going to use that much vegetables, but just rinse those off. They were washed already, but wash them off again. Why not? I think I need to up the heat on this a little bit to like, that's medium high, and just want to make sure that this is cooking. Yeah, I think the problem the last time was that I was not stirring it. And if I'm not stirring it, I think that's why I think that's why it was sticking. Hold on one second. So I am just stirring the pasta here to make sure it doesn't stick. I really think that's what happened last time, is that I wasn't stirring it, so it was sticking basically. So now let me cut this up. We'll see if I need to cut some more vegetables. We'll see. And then I also have some onion I could cut up. I have a habit of eating what I'm doing. What time is it there? It's 6:48 p.m. So almost 7 o'clock at night here. So basically dinner time. So yeah, I've been spending more time inside, cooking, doing this type of stuff. So I might as well start to film a lot of things I'm doing, right? I think you said it was the morning where you are, right? Or did you tell me night? Morning or night where you are? So I am, I'm also going to start doing art streams because I make a lot of art. Let me show you real quick. I make a lot of art. So, like, for example, I make a lot of art. So I'm going to start, like, filming the process of how I make the art. That'll be fun to do. I have like a whole like art section like right in my kitchen where I have enough room to like paint, and it's where I store my my paints and everything. So I'm gonna start like in the evenings, even like doing like art streams, and it'll be fun to do. We'll probably start those in a couple of days. I just want to get. I'm finishing off a paper for my school right now, so I need to make sure I get that done. But as soon as my paper is done, I'm going to start to do more. Like I'm going to start to do art streams at night and that type of thing. So I'm going to start. So like what we'll do is like, for example, I'm like eating as I work. What I'll do is that we'll do a dinner stream, and then in the evening we can do an art stream. So I showed you a second ago. I make a lot of art. Like I'll randomly like make a lot of art like in the evening just to like relax. It's a hobby of mine. So I'm gonna probably it's 1 p.m. Okay, so it's the afternoon. You got your whole day for you. You got your whole day ahead of you. That's great. So what I'm gonna do like is really like just keep to my normal schedule. I'm not like doing anything that I wouldn't normally do. I'm really just sharing my day. So it's like realistic. So because I tend to do a lot of art in the evenings, what I'll do is like I'll do a dinner stream where I cook, go eat dinner basically, and then I will go into like my little art area here, and I'll do another stream where I paint or draw for. Thank you so much. Where I could paint or draw for a few hours. Maybe 2 hours or something like that. So that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on doing a like an evening art stream. So like we'll do the dinner stream. I'll go eat because I have to go eat, and then I'll start a new stream. And I will, thank you so much. It's so nice to hear. It's really nice to hear that feedback. So in the evening, we'll do an art stream. And you guys can even give me suggestions of what you would like me to draw or paint. Like if you have a specific character or a movie, you guys can tell me your opinions of what you would like me to do. I do a lot of work like on canvas and stuff like that, but I also have really loved painting on things I can wear. So like I'm going to show you real quick. One of the things I think we're going to do for the first live stream that we paint, I think we're going to do this. Give me your opinion. So I bought this bag. This is the bag is from a brand called American Apparel. I just bought the bag. So I drew Stitch. Stitch is from Disney, like Lilo and Stitch. So I drew Stitch here. And then I kind of thought that the child from The Mandalorian, you know, that new Star Wars show, The Mandalorian, I thought that the child kind of looks like Stitch a little bit because like they both have the ears. So, and they're coming up some of my favorite characters. So I have Stitch and the child, and I'm going to paint this live on the air. So I think what we'll do is like this will come up in the next couple days. We'll do our first art stream, and I will start to paint this. And it'll take a few days. It'll probably take a week to do this, and we could kind of like in real time make decisions as to what we want this to look like. So now I'm going to check on the pasta because this has been cooking for a little bit. So let's see how this is doing. I need to stir it again. So I'm going to try to take out a piece and see how much more this has to cook. I can tell already by looking at it that it is not done. So yeah, this is hard and not done. So yeah, it's definitely been over 12 minutes and I'm like, how is it still not ready? So this is not ready. I don't know what to do. I mean, we can leave it at this temperature or we can bring up the temperature. I guess we'll bring up the temperature a little. That may be the reason it's not cooking. I don't know. It should have cooked by now. I don't know exactly why it hasn't. Let's go ahead and cook another mushroom. I'm just going to do this like the easy way and crumple it up myself. I don't think I put enough vegetables. And then we'll cook some vegetables too. So yeah. Thank you. So yeah, I really like doing art at night. So I would really just be, documenting what I normally do, right? It's what I normally do. In the evening, I paint or I draw. So why not spend the time documenting that? Yeah, it's just basically turning on the camera for something I normally do anyhow. So might as well make it an interactive experience. And that way you guys can give suggestions as to, you guys can actually give live suggestions as to what you would like to see. So if a particular area you think would look good a certain way, like a certain color, you can give me, advice as to what you would like to see or what you think would look good with it, or look good with that color, So you just stir this again. I really don't understand how this is not done yet. It's been cooking for a while, right? That has been cooking. It's been cooking for like over 20 minutes, and I don't understand how it's not done yet. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I like to feel like a chef, so I'm just going to put some seasoning in. Give it some spice to it. All right? So I have no idea why that is taking so long to cook. Just going to stir it around again. see how this is doing. I mean, it's starting to look a little bit more cooked. I think the higher heat helped, but I really feel like this should have been done already. I really don't think that pasta takes 40 minutes to cook, but it is still cooking. So, let's see if we have some. We have some more onion here, so we can go ahead and just start cutting this up. But yeah, I started watching. I don't know if you've watched that show. I started watching The Mandalorian. Have you guys seen that show, The Mandalorian? That's the new Star Wars show. So it's called The Mandalorian, and then there's like everyone calls it Baby Yoda. So like it's so cute, and it's called The Child. So I really never was like a huge fan of Star Wars. I hadn't really seen any of the movies, but I know a lot of people have talked about this show. But I started watching The Mandalorian, and I really like it, honestly. Have you guys seen the show? I actually really like it. I think today a new episode comes out on Disney Plus. I think that's where it's like exclusively streaming. Is that where it's exclusive? I think that's where it's exclusively streaming, The Mandalorian. I think it's like a Disney Plus original show. But I really like it. Like I really like the show. It's got a very like I feel like it's got like a very like retro vibe to it, the show, if that makes sense. It's like it almost seems like it's like 80s. Like the music in it is very like different, you know? I like the show. The one that's The Child. The Child is very cute. It's very, very, very cute. Yeah, I've actually ordered a few Yoda things for myself that will come by mail, and I will share that with you guys. Yeah. Tonight I'll probably actually watch the new episode. There was a new episode of The Mandalorian that comes out. I am old. That's my answer. I am old. But I like the show. I have never, and I've actually seen 2 of the Star Wars movies. I've seen, I don't even know which ones they are. It's like with the new girl that they cast as the main girl. I've seen 2 now, but I'd kind of like to know what's going on because I don't really know what's going on. So I want to give it a fair shot, watching the movies. Like some of the older ones, like I generally don't like older movies. It's been a long time to cook. Yeah, I know, right? It's been cooking for like 40 minutes. I don't understand why this is not done. I do not understand. Let's try again. Okay, so it's starting to look better. Like it looks better. So let me just let that cool off. How hot is this? Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Yeah, it's a good show. I like it. So I have not seen any of the I was never really a big Star Wars person. I'm gonna let this cook for like another 2 minutes, but I think this is done, honestly. Hello, how are you? Welcome into the stream. Glad to have you here. We're curious as to what time it is where everyone is. We have someone at 1 p.m. It's 7 p.m. where I am. What time is it where you are? Okay, so I really think this is done now. So I tried this piece. I think this is done. Okay, so I'm turning that off. Now kind of comes the hard part. I have like no arm strength to me whatsoever. And I'm going to need to like flip it's night. Yeah, it's dinner time here, 7:02 p.m. So I have to drain the pasta, so I'm going to need to like, thank you so much. So this is the hard part. Okay, I need, bear with me while I do this. I need to take that with this, and I need to drain the pasta. So let's try our best here. Okay, so that's it. Every time I pick that up, I swear, thank you. I love pasta and nacho. That sounds good. So what do? You melt the nacho? Do you melt the nacho like over the pasta? Or do you actually put cheese into the pot and then cook it together? Because that actually sounds really good. I should try that. That is the hardest part. Seriously, like I'm always like really freaked out about taking the pot and like bringing it over here. Like I'm not like an arm strength person. That part always really freaks me out. So super hot. You can tell it's like steaming. So can you see the pasta? So we made bow tie pasta. I'm gonna let that cool off. And then we cooked, let me just bend this so you can see it better. We cooked chicken. We made like kind of like chicken nuggets. And we seasoned that with this Cajun. It's like all dirty because it got dirty. Cajun seasoning and pepper. So while that's all cooking off, I went and cut up some vegetables. So this is cut up mushroom and onion. So I think we'll go ahead and cook it a tiny drop. I don't even mind the pot here does have already seasoning on it, but I want it to be like spicy anyhow, so I don't mind. So I think let me see how much oil is in this pot. I think it's enough oil. Like I don't think that's a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn back on the oil here. Pretty low heat. And I'm going to put these vegetables back into the pot. I was going to go out to the store and get more ingredients so that we could have cooked with more vegetables and stuff like that. But the weather here has been so bad that like I actually was like, I'll just like cook whatever I have. Otherwise, I probably would have bought some more vegetables. Let me take a quick look in the fridge. Let's see if we have any other vegetables I can cook. Let me see. I found olives. I don't know if I would cook them though. Should I cook the olives? And I found cucumber. I don't really know what I could do. But I guess I could. Should I cook the olives? I guess I could, right? I don't know if I should cook them though. You know what I mean? Like actually like cook olives? Did I get that on me? No. Success. I did not get it on me. I guess I could, right? I don't know what that'll taste like. I'll try throwing in like 4 olives. Well, let's try that. Let's see what that tastes like. I've tried cooked olives before. I wasn't a huge fan. I think they taste better cold, honestly. But we can try cooking a few and see what that ends up tasting like, right? Plus, I don't have any other vegetables to cook, so olive is not a vegetable, but you get the point. Anything else I could cook. It's funny, I've been so afraid to learn how to cook, but I am actually really, really enjoying the process. Okay, so that looks pretty much done. It cooked really fast. So now I want to get the vegetables out. So again, I'm going to take this plate and I'm going to take my spatula. I really need to get more cooking utensils. I have one spatula and I have one like stir spoon thing. So if I'm going to be doing more of these cooking streams, I really need to buy more things to cook with. So this is the mushroom, onion, and a few olives that I threw in to cook together, and there's some pepper seasoning on them as well. Then I had some leftover. It's the same thing, except there's a drop of squash and asparagus, and that was from yesterday. So I just reheated that because I didn't want it to go to waste. So the vegetables have been cooked. I'm going to show you. I'm just going to bend this so you can see. So the vegetables have been cooked. Mushroom, onion, some olives that I did cook, and some pepper on it. It looks good. And then yesterday I had cooked vegetables also, but there was some squash and asparagus, and I just heated it up because I didn't want it to go to waste. You know what I mean? So I'm going to now try to put it all together because everything's kind of separated and like make an actual dish out of this. So where? It's over there. I also need to move. I think I'll move this out of the way. So just always make sure everything's off. So everything is off and turned off. It's a good habit to do. Okay, so I have this plate here. It's plain enough. So I have this plate here. And I am just going to start to try to get everything together. Okay, so I'm looking at the pasta. Okay, so it doesn't, I think it's okay. I was just going to touch it with my hand. So it is sticking again. Can you see this? Can you see that? How it's like kind of like sticking? I don't know why that is. Maybe it's, I don't know why that it does that. You would think that it wouldn't stick, right? I put salt in. And good appetite. Thank you so much, Miriam. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking out the stream. Nice chatting with you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Can't wait to see you again in the chat. So guys, this is the pasta. It tastes pretty good. It's looking pretty good. So now, this is ragu. It was like the only one the store had. It's like supposed to be like I wanted to find like a penne sauce, like a white cream sauce. It's like a cheese, so it is a cheese sauce. It's kind of bitter, like it's kind of strong. So I'm just going to put some of that on here. I like it though. It's like you have to get a little bit used to it, if that makes sense. But it's a good sauce. I do like it. Let me just cap that up. Okay, so I'm just going to stir this around. I haven't figured out a better way to do this. You know what I mean? Like it's all the pasta is on the plate. And I'm trying my best here to get it. Oh no. It got me. Didn't get the sweater. We're good. We're good. Really trying here to mix it together. Why is this so hard to do? There must be an easier way to do this. Should I have put it in here? You know what? I'm going to put it back in here. Ha! Figured out how to do this. Okay, so this makes more sense to do it this way. Okay, so I put the pasta back here. And now, because I've got it in this bowl, I can mix in the sauce. Because before, I couldn't do it. I was like flinging it on myself. So I am so smart, right? Like, you put it back in the bowl to mix it. Who knew? So I'm just mixing it. Okay, it looks really good. I'm like that person that wants to eat as I'm cooking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to eat it as I'm cooking. Okay, this actually, I'm proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself right now. Okay, so let me show you. I'm bend the computer again. Okay, so this is the pasta. It's a bow tie pasta with like a ragu cream sauce on it. So far, I'm really happy with this. Let me just try a piece with, where'd my fork go? Let me just spin. It's really good, mixed together. That's why it's like distributed properly. So now, with the chicken we made, I'm gonna go ahead and try a piece. Now that it's cooled off. So this is the chicken. The chicken came out really good, spiced. This particular chicken is very soft. It was an organic chicken, so it came out very good. So now we're gonna literally just put the chicken on the pasta. Pasta and water. Add a little oil. I did, and it still didn't work. That's a very good suggestion, but I did that. I put the oil in the water before I put the pasta in. All I could have done was put it in after, and it still was sticking. So I don't know why it was still sticking. Maybe more oil? I only had like a spoon of oil. Maybe more oil? I put salt because I said salt would stop it from sticking, and then I put oil, and it's still sticking. So who knows why pasta just doesn't like me. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what this looks like. I'm making it pretty. Okay. Okay, so this is the pasta and the chicken. The pasta with the cream sauce with the chicken that's been seasoned on top of it. And now we have our vegetables that we cooked. And I'm going to use a spoon. Let me just bend this so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put the vegetables on top, or just like mixed in. I'm trying to make it look pretty like they do on the chef shows, you know, where like they make the dish look all pretty. I don't know if this looks pretty though. I want it to look pretty. So I just put the vegetables on. And these are leftover vegetables, so I'm just going to put that on too. Because I don't know what to do with them. This is so much food. What am I going to do with all this? This is a lot of food. It's a lot of food. Isn't this a lot of food? This is a lot of food. Look at that. It's like a mountain. Look at this, people. Look how much this is. Can you see this? It's pasta, chicken, vegetables, and more vegetables, basically. It's a lot of food. Okay, so now I kind of want to taste it. I want, honest assessment. So I'm going to try the pasta. Pasta's really good. But I want to try it like together, like how they would, like get. So I got some vegetables on my fork. Let me put some chicken on here. It all tastes really, really good. Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome in. So we just cooked dinner, basically. We cooked this. Let me bend the computer so you can see. We cooked a lot of food. We cooked a bow tie pasta with a cream sauce. We made chicken. We seasoned the chicken and made like chicken nuggets. And then we made cooked vegetables, onion, mushroom, olives, and then we had some leftover asparagus and squash, and we threw that on too. So we have cooked, guys. So I am super proud of myself because, like some of you know, when I first started doing these live streams with the cooking, I was super afraid. I didn't know how to do anything. So I didn't even know how to turn on. I didn't even know how to turn on the stove. So I've gone from not knowing how to turn on the stove basically to knowing how to cook basic foods. I think my first one was couscous. It didn't come out too well. But I've improved since then. I don't know if I can redeem myself and make couscous again because I don't think I know how to make it properly. But these dishes that are kind of like quinoa or pasta with chicken have come out well. The other day we made shrimp that came out really well. I was happy with the way that came out. But I would love to hear suggestions from you guys on other things I can cook. So, like, any ideas you have in mind. So, I like cooking the shrimp. I'm not big on eating meat, so I really don't want to like start like making that. But you can try salmon. I also have, I don't know where it is. Oh, it's behind my computer. Like a grill that I can actually like try to like cook things on. I don't know. I want to like try to cook other things. I don't know. As many of you know, I'm finishing off my grad semester right now. Our class has actually ended, and I just have one paper, thankfully, to finish. And once the paper is done, then like my brain can rest, and at that point, I can spend even more time on YouTube. So we've been doing these cooking live streams every night, pretty regularly now, every night, and I intend to continue with that. So if you guys enjoy these cooking live streams, please make sure to. Right now, I've been coming on live pretty regularly at 6 p.m. So I'm in the United States, so that's 6 p.m. U.S. time, Eastern time. So I'm in Florida, Miami, Florida. So 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern time. So 6 p.m. in the evening. So my time. So I've been coming on pretty regularly, 6 p.m. to do the dinner cooking streams. My intention is that once my class is over, I'm going to start doing an art stream where I paint live for you guys in the evening because doing drawing and painting is something I really enjoy, and I do it anyhow in the evening to relax. So I figure I'm going to start sharing that experience with you guys. So I'm really just filming things that I would do anyhow. So I want to show you. In the evening, I will tend to make a lot of art. This is something I've been working on. So I figure what we'll do is we will stick to our cooking stream, like at 6 p.m. Thank you so much, Miriam. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, because I know you have your whole day ahead of you today. So what we'll do, so you kind of know my schedule, is we'll do a cooking stream pretty much every day at 6 p.m. my time, 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern time, and then I'll go eat basically. And then in the evening sometime, I'll come back on maybe 9 p.m., something like that. We'll see what time it ends up being, and then we'll talk about if that'll be regular. But in the evening, I want to start doing art streams in the evening after dinner. So we'll do an art stream where we create art, and you guys can give me advice on what you would like to see with the art. Like, for example, I showed you guys before, I bought this bag from American Apparel. I love the character Stitch, and I love the character from the Mandalorian, the child. So I went ahead and drew Stitch on the top from Lilo and Stitch, and on the bottom I drew the child from the Mandalorian. So we're going to paint this live on the air, and you guys can give me suggestion as to what this should look like. So, like, You can say this should be blue, this should be green. So we're going to make it an interactive process where you guys can give me feedback and advice on what you would like to see. So this is probably going to be the first thing that we're going to paint. We're going to paint it over days. So we're going to do this in the evenings after our cooking streams. And that'll be super fun. And I'm just going to have all this extra time now once my paper is done from my class. And then we can start doing other things. We can do a breakfast stream, a lunch stream. I love doing the fashion vlogs for you guys. I know that you guys love the fashion vlogs as well. So we'll go back to doing a fashion vlog during the day, and then maybe another type of video like a product review or something like that during the day. So there's a lot more content that's going to be coming your way, just because I'm going to have the time to do it. So I'm super excited about that and being able to do that for you. Yeah, so I hope that you guys have enjoyed this cooking stream. We made a lot of good food. We made pasta with like a cheese sauce. We made chicken and vegetables on top. This is what it ended up looking like. Quite a bit of food. So we had a really good stream, guys. We made a lot of food. Quite a bit of food. And I thank you guys so much for checking in and for watching. Thank you so much, guys, for being part of the experience. And I'm going to come back on tomorrow at 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time and do another cooking stream for you tomorrow. And thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support from you guys. I will see you soon in my next video, and bye.